These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. And challenging the awesome might of our quiz champions today are the Extinguishers. Now, this team will work for the fire service and are part of Green Watch, based at a fire station in Shipley. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm 46 and I'm a firefighter.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm 33 and I'm a firefighter.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm 41 and I'm the watch manager.
Hi, I'm Mick. I'm 48 and I'm a firefighter.
Hello, I'm Phil. I'm 41 years old and I'm the crew manager.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome. Good to see you. So, Extinguishers, I need to break this name up firstly, don't I? Extinguishing is obviously the fire dimension, but they're going to extinguish today.
Yeah,
Yes?
definitely.
Yes, Eggheads?
Yeah.
And then also, you've got air at the end of the word because you are based in...
Just because of the River Aire, which is the valley that we work in. It runs out through Leeds, in from the Yorkshire Dales.
You've given this name a lot of thought.
Yes, you can tell.
Any tactics for dealing with this lot?
Yeah, just go for the jugular, I think. Yeah, starting at this end.
Well, yeah, you've obviously watched the programme.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good luck to you guys. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challenges. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, Extinguishers, the Eggheads have actually won the last 7 games, which means £8,000 says you can't beat them today. Shall we start?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. First head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and television. Who would like this?
What do you fancy?
Can I do that?
I don't mind.
I could do it.
You do it? Yeah, go on, let's do it. You do it.
No. You?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. Okay, Matt's going to do it.
Known for any particular love of soccer, so it's unlikely to be match of the day. Don't think it'll be Blue Peter, which is a kids' programme, of course, but he has got various interests in the country, so it had to be Country File.
Country File is quite right.
For Aniston. And I don't think it's Jennifer Garner, but a lot of Florida is populated by Hispanic people, either from the US or Cuba. The only Hispanic actress there is Jennifer Lopez. So, all things being equal, a Floridian character would be played by Jennifer Lopez. So that's what I'll go for.
Let's see what your colleagues think. Is he right? Yeah, you're 100% right, Chris. Jennifer Lopez. Matt, the short-lived TV soap Albion Market was set in which city? Liverpool, Birmingham or Manchester?
Oh, again, I don't know this, but with the word Albion, I can only associate it with football from Birmingham, so I'm going to go with Birmingham.
No. Anyone?
No, we thought Birmingham as well.
Yeah, Manchester it is.
Right.
So a chance for Chris to take the round if he gets his third question right. Here we go, Chris. In the 1953 film comedy of the same name, what is the Titfield Thunderbolt? Rocket, locomotive or car?
She was built in 1838 for the Liverpool and Manchester Railway by Todd Kitson and Laird of Liverpool, named Lion, and it's a locomotive.
You were never, ever, ever going to get that wrong, were you?
That is my, well, it's not my greatest film of all time, but it's my comfort zone film.
The answer is locomotive, you're quite right. Oh, Matt, I'm sorry, but it's sort of glorious to go out to Chris on a train question when he's steaming along like that, isn't it?
Pretty unfortunate that for him to come up with that at the end, yeah.
Yeah, the one thing he will never, ever, ever get wrong. Yeah. So, Matt, you've been knocked out, I'm afraid. Chris, you're in the final round. Please, both of you, come back and rejoin your teams. So, as it stands, the Extinguishers have lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost one yet. Very early days, though, and it's sport now.
Oh, there you go.
Alan,
I wouldn't think.
you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Good luck, Al.
Alan,
Yeah, Alan's going to go.
which Egghead can't be Chris?
I think still.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
All right, go for it, mate.
Okay, well, Daphne then. please.
Right. Alan from the Extinguishers against Daphne from the Eggheads. And to ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions in the question room. Well, good luck in sport, and tell us, Alan, whether you want to go with the first or second set of questions.
I'd like to go first, please.
Here we go. Good luck. What does the letter L stand in LTA, the name of the British tennis organisation? Is it lawn, local, or loose?
Yeah, I had the good fortune to go to Wimbledon in 2002, and it's lawn.
Lawn is correct. Well done. Daphne, who was named the World Sportswoman of the Year at the 2013 Laureus Sports Awards? Was that Paula Radcliffe, Shemi Alcott, or Jessica Ennis?
Oh, that was Jessica Ennis. Yes, I read it.
Jessica Ennis is correct. Okay, your question now, Alan. Which horse won the Cheltenham Gold Cup in 2013? Was it Bobsworth, Sprinter Sacre, or the Giant Bolster?
Unfortunately, I wasn't on it on this occasion, but it was given a fantastic ride by Barry Geraghty, and it was Bobsworth.
Oh, you know you're racing. Well done. It was Bobsworth. Well, whenever people start an answer with the word unfortunately, I fear the worst. But not in your case, clearly. Daphne, in which year did McLaren first enter the Formula One World Championship? 1956, 1966, or 1976?
Do you know, I haven't got a clue. I don't think it was 56. I think they're named after Bruce McLaren, so 1966?
66 is the right answer. She does that. I'm afraid it's less about luck than it looks. Alan, which football club advertised for a new manager in 1925, stating that gentlemen whose sole ability to build up a good side depends on the payment of heavy and exorbitant transfer fees need not apply? Manchester City, Sunderland, or Arsenal?
I'm stuck a little bit on this one, and I am actually an Arsenal fan, so if it's them, I'll never live it down. But that is my gut instinct. I think I'm going to go for Arsenal.
Now, Dave will know the answer. Shall I check with tremendous knowledge, Dave? Dave?
It is Arsenal.
It is Arsenal. But is there a way of guessing that from the date?
Not really, but one thing you could say with Arsenal that it's been, certainly before the war, it's quite an esteemed and established part of the establishment in terms of football, and the way that the board of directors, the people who ran Arsenal, it would be the kind of thing they do.
Right, well done to you on that answer, Alan. Let's see what Daphne does now. Daphne, if you get this wrong, you know what happens. It's curtains or cardigans. In which year did Roger Millward lead Hull Kingston Rovers to victory over Hull FC in the Rugby League Challenge Cup final, despite suffering a broken jaw in the early minutes? 1980, 1990, or 2000?
Oh dear, I really don't know. 1980.
Extinguishers, has she been extinguished?
I would imagine that
I don't think so.
correct.
Yeah, they with a heavy heart, they're telling me you're right, and you are. 1980, so we go to sudden death, Alan. Sudden death now, so I don't give you alternatives, okay? In an Olympic individual medley swimming event, which stroke is swum in the penultimate leg?
I think they start off in the pool doing backstroke. I know they do fly last, crawl last, so it's between butterfly and breaststroke. I'll go for butterfly.
Well, you were right when you narrowed it down and wrong when you chose. Breaststroke is the answer. Okay, Daphne, your question now, sudden death, so if you get this right, you're in the final round. Here's the question. The Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome was opened in which city in 2012?
Glasgow.
Glasgow is the right answer. You're in the final round. Alan, sorry, knocked out on sport by Daphne. And you won't be in the final. Please, both of you, rejoin your teams and we'll play on. As it stands, Extinguishers have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost a brain so far. The next subject is arts and books. Who would like arts and books of our firemen here?
Thanks, lads.
Phil,
Yeah.
they've chosen you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And against anyone but Chris or Daphne.
Shall I take Dave on in the War of the Roses? Yeah. Yeah, War of the Roses, Dave.
Okay, Dave?
Yeah, it's all right. I've lost my last 2 arts and books though, so...
Oh, so you've chosen well.
You've done well.
I don't think so.
Phil from the Extinguishers versus Dave from the Eggheads Arts and Books. Please go to the question room. Well, I'm glad you're here today, Phil, because you had a narrow brush with a tree recently, I gather.
Oh, blimey, Jeremy. Yeah, I did, yes. Out dog walking, and myself and my wife, and we were walking up a steep track. A still day, cold still day, and I went to investigate a noise of some crackling. I thought it was fire, so I went to look for the plume. And would you believe a 200-year-old tree fell towards us, started falling towards us, so we had to make a quick escape and a real sprint, and both my wife and myself got clear, but only by about 3 foot, and out came the dog, tootling along with a big smile on his face.
Well, as I say, I'm glad you're here to play Arts and Books. And you're up against Dave. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Here we go with your first question, Phil. Which book starts with the line, I wish Giovanni would kiss me? Eat, Pray, Love, Jane Eyre, or The Time Traveller's Wife?
Giovanni will kiss me. I'm going to have to take a guess, Jeremy, and I will guess with Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love is the right answer. Okay, your question, Dave. Henri Cartier-Bresson, who died in 2004, was a leading figure in which field of the arts? Pottery, poetry, or photography?
Yeah, don't think he was a potter. Don't think he was a poet. I think he was a photographer. Photography.
Photography is the right answer. Okay, Phil, here's your question. Which of these characters appears in illustrations for various poems in the 1927 book, Now We Are Six? Is it Ebenezer Scrooge, Winnie the Pooh, or Bilbo Baggins?
I'm going to rule Scrooge out. I don't think it'll be Winnie the Pooh. I'll go with Bilbo Baggins.
It's actually Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
It's one of those, well, go on, Daphne.
A.A. Milne.
A.A. Milne classics.
Yeah.
Tremendous knowledge, Dave. Here's your question to take the lead. John Holman is the central character of the 1975 novel The Fog, by which writer? Roald Dahl, Anne Rice, or James Herbert?
Right, the only fog I can remember the fog is a film, I think it was John Carpenter. I think it was a horror or sci-fi type of thing. So that would rule out Roald Dahl for me. Anne Rice is more in view with the vampire. I'm going to go for James Herbert.
James Herbert is right. Okay, Phil, the Flemish artist Jan Gossett worked during which period? 1500s, 1700s, or 1900s?
I think mainly through the period of his life, which was, I've not got a clue. Again, it will be a guess, I'm afraid. I will go with 1500s.
1500s is right.
Oh, unbelievable.
Well done. I'm really glad. It's like the same bit of luck you have with the tree there. Well done. Okay, so it's equal, and you need to get this one right, Dave, to take the round. Otherwise, we go to sudden death. Which writer created the fictional underground world of Pellucida? Edgar Rice Burroughs, Zane Grey, or F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Right, well, Zane Grey I'd associate with westerns. F. Scott Fitzgerald, more the classic 1920s, The Great Gatsby type of things. But with an underground world, Edgar Rice Burroughs resonates for me, so I'll go Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Egg rice burrows is the right answer. Dave, well done. You've taken the round. You're in the final. Sorry, Phil, you've been knocked out.
No, that's good.
Both of you, please come back. Rejoin your teammates. So as it stands, the extinguished shares have lost 3 brains from the final round. The eggheads have still not lost a brain. This is the moment to just take one of them out. Suffer, cause them a bit of damage. The next subject is politics. Who would like this? This is Nick or Rob, isn't it? Okay, Mick, against which egghead? It can be Kevin or Barry, so one of the gentlemen on either end.
I'll take Kevin, please.
Okay, hush descends. Mick from the extinguished shares on politics against Kevin. Please go to the question room now. Okay, well, good luck in this politics round. You're up against Kevin.
Thank you.
And you can go with the first or second set of questions, Mick.
I would like to go with the rest of the team and go with the first set of questions, please.
Here we go then, Mick. Which country's head of government has an official residence at the Palace of Moncloa? Spain, Denmark or Hungary?
It doesn't sound particularly Hungarian or a name that we associate with Denmark, so I'm going to go with Spain, please.
Spain is the right answer. Kevin, your question. Which British politician stood down as the Shadow Olympics Minister immediately after the 2012 Paralympic Games? Harry Harman, Hazel Mears or Tessa Jowell?
I think that was Tessa Jowell.
Tessa Jowell is correct. Long involvement with the Olympics. Your question, Mick. The former employment lawyer, Shuka Umuna, became an MP in 2010 for which party? Is it Conservative, Labour or Liberal Democrat?
I think I read something about him in the papers recently, and I think it was to do with the Conservative. If I'm correct, he was linked with the next leadership of the Conservative Party, but I may be wrong.
It's actually not Conservative. I think you may have confused it with a guy called Adam Friek.
That's it. Yeah.
Shuka Umuna is Labour.
Oh.
He is Labour, rising star. Okay, Kevin, here we go. The term leaderine was invented for which political figure? Margaret Thatcher, Shirley Williams, or Edwina Currie?
I'm just trying to remember who came up with it. It's Margaret Thatcher. Is it Norman St. John Stevens who came up with that? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher is the right answer, Kevin. Well done. Mick, back with you. You need to get this one right. Boyko Borisov has held the posts of national karate coach and prime minister of which country? Hungary, Bulgaria, or Ukraine?
I don't know the name, and it's not one that's associated with that sport. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to guess, and for that reason, I'm going to go with Bulgaria.
You've done well because it is Bulgaria. I must say, there's a team of good guesses here. You've certainly scored more than the average rate on your guessing this team. Well done. It's very important in these quizzes. So Kevin, if you get this one right, you're in the final round. In February 2013, Jack Lew was appointed to which position in the government of the United States? Treasury Secretary, National Security Advisor, or Attorney General? And Jackie Lew is LEW.
Yeah, I think he replaced Timothy Geithner at the Treasury. So he's the new Treasury Secretary.
Treasury Secretary is the right answer. Kevin, you've taken the round. Sorry, Mick, he's always quite unsparing on Kevin.
Oh, he's very good.
He's very, very good. One wrong answer and can be fatal. So you've been knocked out. I'm afraid Kevin will be in the final. And if you both come back to us, we will play that final round. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Matt, Alan, Mick and Phil from the Extinguished Shares, would you please now leave the studio? Good luck here, Rob. You're playing to win the Extinguished Shares £8,000. Kevin, Dave, Daphne, Chris and Barry, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. Obviously, no one available for that.
Okay.
But Rob, the question is your one brain able to take apart the Eggheads 5 here? Put them out in firefighter speak. Would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll stick with our format and go first, please, Jeremy.
Good luck to you. Enola Gay, Joan of Arc, and Souvenir were UK top 40 hits for which group in the 1980s? Was it Bronskibbies, OMD, or Tears for Fears?
Right, well, I'm old enough to remember all these bands. I don't think it was Bronskibbies. Tears for Fears, I had a few of their tracks over the years, but I don't think it's them. I think it's OMD.
OMD is the right answer. Great to get that first one right, Rob. Well done. Eggheads, in philately, for what does the letter F stand in the abbreviation FDC? Is it first, franked, or frilled?
First day cover.
First day cover.
Yeah.
FDC's first day cover, so it stands for first.
First is the right answer. First day cover. Rob, your second question. Take your time. A woman named Frances Nisbet married which historical figure on the island of Nevis in 1787? Robert Walpole, Horatio Nelson, or the Duke of Wellington?
Well, I've heard of all these names. I don't think it's the Duke of Wellington. I'm just going from basically the location. Nevis sounds as though it should be in the Caribbean. So I'm going to go for Nelson, Horatio Nelson.
Horatio Nelson is the right answer. Where is Nevis then? This is the Caribbean.
It's a Nevis.
It's in Nevis, oh, I see. Yes, okay. I was sort of having associations with Ben Nevis and thinking it was up in Scotland somewhere. Eggheads, which nautical term means to put a ship onto its side, often to clean its bottom? Belay, jibe, or careen?
It's careen, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll all agree on this one, that's careening.
Careen is the right answer. Careen is correct. So 2-2. When there are 5 of them, they play strongly. There are the chances of some cracking arguments, but we haven't quite got there yet.
Just hope there's a bit of conflict and it's all
Actually,
out of it.
yeah, you're so right. That's what we need. A small fire start, which you then don't put out. Okay, your third question. Which philosopher created the concept that this world is the best of all possible worlds? Hume, Descartes, or Leibniz?
Well, I haven't heard of that phrase in relation to philosophy anyway, but it's just going to be a pure guess, I'm afraid. And I think I'm going to do what the Eggheads does and go down the middle. Descartes.
Let's see if the Eggheads knows it right.
Leibniz.
Leibniz.
It was famously parodied by Voltaire in the play Candide.
It's Leibniz.
Okay. No
Not
worries.
Descartes. So you're not out yet, but if the Eggheads get this one right, they will have ended the contest. Eggheads, in the final round, your third question. Which country, which adopted a new constitution in 2009, is officially known as a plurinational state to reflect its multi-ethnic nature? Venezuela, Ecuador, or Bolivia?
Just wondering if Venezuela had a new constitution under Chavez.
I'm thinking this one. I don't know this, I have to say. I'm thinking one of Chavez's pals is Evo Morales in Bolivia, who's the first president that they've had from one of the indigenous groups.
That's good thinking.
And a lot of this sort of thing has been going on there, because to recognise the fact there's the Quechua, the Aymara, the ethnic groups make up about a quarter of the, well, no more, no, they're a majority. In terms of multi-ethnic, I would think Bolivia actually fits the bill better than Venezuela, but that's my offering on it. I don't think it would be Ecuador. Again, Ecuador's
that logic makes perfect sense to me.
Ecuador's also got another member of their little group as President, Rafael Correa, who again is very much with the rights of the indigenous peoples, but in terms of the sheer numbers of the population that belong to ethnic groups, I would think Bolivia sounds best. But
Okay.
you know, if anybody's
That's all we've got to go on, really. So that's fine.
Well, we're not sure on this one, but Kevin has put a very powerful argument together to suggest that it should be Bolivia. So, and we all subscribe to that argument, so we're going for Bolivia.
If you've got this right, you've taken the contest. The country with the plurinational constitution is Bolivia. So we say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. Well, you did have a little demonstration of just how much knowledge there is on that side.
Yeah, some seriously good knowledge in there, isn't there?
How many Bolivian tribes did you list, Kevin? Was it 2?
I mentioned that the two biggest indigenous groups are the Quechua and the Aymara.
Right, you didn't go into all the others. Just
No,
those 2?
There's a few, but
Okay.
a bit of us.
Good play by the man down the end here, and by you all for buying the argument on Bolivia, and commiserations to your team.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Sorry you couldn't extinguish the eggs.
Oh, no. I think the water just ran out on us. So.
They were on fire today as well.
They were, yeah.
The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them, and their winning streak continues. It does mean you won't be going home with the £8,000, so the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Putting a run together now. Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £9,000 says they don't. Till then, goodbye.
Stunning mountainous scenery forms the backdrop to an Italian house hunt next. Join Anita Ronnie in Escape to the Continent. Then at 7:30, our 3 chefs from the Northwest set about their main courses in Great British Menu.